Oh, hello everybody. Just setting my clock here. Hello, welcome to class today. We are doing our gentle yoga class, and gentle does not always mean easy, my friends. Gentle yoga combined with guided meditation. And yes, I have been honing my singing bowl skills. Now, they're not mad skills yet, but they are definitely increasing. And I'm very excited to play a little bit of my singing bowl for you during our meditation into our Shavasana. So I hope you're all doing great. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Stacie. For those of you who don't know me, thank you so much for coming, everybody. I was just reflecting this morning about how grateful I am for you who keep on coming here and taking this time for not only your practice, but to share in this practice with me. And it really helps to propel me to continue to do what I do for myself and for you. So thank you for being here and for making me accountable to you and to myself. I can't tell you how much I really appreciate that, and you have given me a huge gift. So I'm grateful to all y'all. Let's begin today in a seated position. So you can have a nice seat on top of your folded blanket or on top of like a little pillow. I love this hard foam, like it's somewhat flexible as you can see, but it's really a hard foam cushion that I got from a place called Half Moon. And I love it for under my head. I love it for sitting on as a meditation cushion. It's super. And no, they are not paying me to say that, but I love it. So let's begin seated. Just have your feet, we're going to start with them actually stacked one on top of the other, if that's available to you. If not, don't worry, then just layer them one in front of the other. Otherwise, have your left leg down first, your right leg stacked on top. If my dog wasn't in the way, you'd be able to see what that looks like, but he has taken the seat apparently. And just start settling into the hips. So I want you just to take this nice, easy little rock side to side here and just feel what's happening in your hips today. Feel how the low back is feeling. Just start to notice. And I want you to start noticing everything that's happening in the body. Settle into the sit bones so that you're sitting nice and even in both sit bones. And just close the eyes here for a moment. And just feel what is going on with you right now in this moment. Acknowledging the thoughts that are coming in, acknowledging how you feel in your heart, acknowledging your energy level. And we feel the welcoming of this time of stillness, and where we can just be in this place of safety and calm, looking at our mats almost like this safe haven, this place of solace that we come to be at peace and at one with ourselves. So allow yourself to just settle in. We're not ruminating on the past and however far that past might be, whether it's from an hour ago or 5 years ago. And we're not projecting and worrying about the future and what the future holds, whether that future is in 2 hours from now or in 3 years from now. We are here in this moment, noticing, appreciating, and grateful for this moment. Allow the entire lower half of the body to soften. Feel how the hips and the thighs, the knees, the lower legs, and the feet are completely softening. Lift up tall to grow through the entire spine, all the way from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Adjusting the chin so that your ears are floating over the shoulders. And as you do that, the collarbone widens. The heart shines. We open up the heart center. Soften the belly and allow the breath to start moving nice and easy, bringing that awareness into the breath if it wasn't there yet. Still softening in the legs, still growing tall through the spine. Relaxing the belly even more now so that every breath, with every inhale, the belly rises, and with every exhale, the belly falls. Soften and relax your throat, your jaw, your cheeks, your eyes. Remove emotion from your forehead. Relax. Allow the breath to be even deeper now. Every single inhale is a little bit longer. The exhale a little bit deeper. Softening into the hips even more. Take the hands to the belly. Feel how the belly is moving with the breath. Allow the hands to melt into the belly. And while you're here, think about what brought you to practice today, what you hope to achieve in today's class. Setting a clear intention and thinking about it in its simplest terms, repeating it into your entire self. And now taking a deep breath in through the nose, sigh it out. Do this again, inhale deeply and let it go. One more breath just like this, inhale. And release. Very slowly blink the eyes to open. And let's begin. Let's take the legs into the other way. So right leg down first. Left leg stacks on top. Sitting nice and even in the sit bones. Wiggling a little bit here to make sure that you're even. Softening in. Take note of how different this side is from the other side and take note without any judgment. Just notice what's happening. We're going to inhale and lift the arms all the way up, starting to connect the breath with the limbs. Exhale, bringing the arms down. Inhale and lift. And exhale and lower. And as you do so, I want you to feel how the air feels as it's brushing the palms of the hands as they come together. And as you open up and bring the arms back down, feel the air on the backs of the hands. Even close the eyes here. And to you, the air might even feel a little bit like water on a very still lake. And just allowing your arms to move through in this beautiful, beautiful air. Take one more inhale up. And if you did yesterday's workout with me with our arms, you might be feeling this in the arms a little bit. I am. Inhale and lift. And exhale and lower down. Shake out those arms. Beautiful. We're going to lift up through the whole torso now as the hips are settling in. And we're going to take a nice easy twist over to the right side. Just starting to warm up the spine. Make sure that you feel that there's like a string pulling at the crown of the head, keeping you super tall. The hips haven't moved. The knees are not lifting. Every inhale, we grow tall. Every exhale, we twist a little bit more to the right. Keep the chin in line with the chest, in line with the navel. 3 full breaths right here. On the last exhale, slowly come to center, grow tall in the spine, hinge from the hips, open up the hands super wide, walking the hands forward as you push the hips all the way back. Come to lay over the legs. If this is as far as you can go, or even if you're here, totally fine. Stay where you are, and wherever you are, just drop that chin down. If you can come a little bit further, come walk towards me, keeping the palms super wide in the hand span. Lower the head down, pushing the hips all the way back, and breathe here. And now, even though the forearms are not dropping down to the ground here, I want you, with your head down, you're going to slowly go to lower the right forearm down and then lift it up. And then lowering the left forearm down and lift it up. See how that opens up the side body and the shoulder? Beautiful. Let's do this a couple more times each side. And even if the forearm isn't actually coming down to the ground, just that movement of trying to bring it down is creating this beautiful stretch in the body. Take one more each side. As you push down, you exhale. Come to the center and inhale, and then push down and exhale. Rising up again, walking the hands back towards you. Head is the last to come up. Notice how you're feeling in the spine. Inhale, lift through the whole torso. Exhale, twisting over to the left. Nice and easy here. Every inhale, lengthen. Every exhale, twisting a little bit more. Keep the gaze soft. You can even close the eyes. 3 full breath rounds. Slowly coming back into the center, we're going to take the legs out straight in front of us. You can still stay on your cushion. Give them a nice easy shake here. Just let them totally shake out. See what's happening in the hamstrings and the quads. And now stop, still the legs, lifting up really tall through the torso and hinging forward from the waist, walking hands down towards the toes. You can have a micro bend in your knees. Keep that heart open as high as you can, as open as you can. And now drop the chin down. And breathe here. You can start straightening the knees if that feels good for you. 3 full breaths, imagining the spine lengthening with every inhale. Every exhale, belly comes a little bit closer down. Soften the belly. Keep the face soft. Beautiful. Slowly rolling up here. We're going to come up to a kneeling position. If you want, you can use your folded blanket underneath your knees and grab a hold of your strap. We're going to do some shoulder opening here. So many of us are, working on our computers a lot. You want to have your knees hip distance apart here, and you want to be really nice and straight in that whole torso, making sure that the tops of the feet are grounding into the mat here. So yeah, so many of us working on our computers, and what ends up happening is that we round, head comes forward. We get this crazy kyphosis, this rounding in the upper back, and a horrible interior head carriage where our head is jutting forward. We are doing all of this. Open, 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 tuck, 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 nice and straight and strong. This is the goal, people. This is the goal. Open up the arm span here. So you want to take this strap directly overhead. So I don't have any mirrors in my little home studio here. So take a look at your own body. Where are your arms? Are they behind the head? Are they in front of the body? We want them in line with the body, directly overhead. Nice and wide here in the grasp. And you're going to kind of just, tighten in the strap here, or scarf, or tie, whatever it is that you're using. And now very gently start moving the arms behind your body. And go super slow so that you can identify where you start feeling that point of tension in between the shoulder blades. So as soon as you feel it, I want you to pause, stop there, widen in the hands even more, and then gently start pulling that strap down the back. Now, depending on your shoulders, you might not be able to pull it all the way down. So listen to how far you can go. This might be your furthest and then come back up. But so listen to your body. Moving nice and slow. And then you're going to come back up on the inhale. Rise and take that strap back 1 more millimeter. Breathe and slowly come down the body again. Keep that face soft. Widen as you need to. We're going to do this 1 more time. Inhale, bringing the strap back up the body. Pause, take it back 1 more millimeter, and gently take it down the spine. Breathe. You can drop the chin if that feels good for you. And slowly drop the strap down. Give those arms a nice little shake out. And we're just going to take them side to side across the body. Let them be like spaghetti arms, cooked spaghetti, flapping around the body. Allow the whole upper body to just be loose, flowy, even closing the eyes here. Like they say, dance like nobody's watching. Well, here we're flopping like nobody's watching. Just let it all hang out. Because you know what? Nobody is watching. You're in your house by yourself. You're watching me. All right, keep going. It's such a simple movement that feels so good. Just letting everything be so loose and letting it all out. Just fantastic. Let's do this for 3 more breath rounds, just like this. Loosening up the whole torso. All right, grab hold of that strap again. We're going to take it into the right hand, lift it up in the air behind you so that it's looking like that. And now you're going to take that left arm behind the body and slowly start to bring the hands together. So as you do this, what's very important here is opening up the armpits. So really open the chest, open the armpits, soften, and breathe. Ground in the tops of the feet, straight in the spine. Loosen the head. We don't want to create any tension in the head as we're doing this in the neck. And when you've reached your edge, Your last spot of movement, pause, relax, and hold for 3 full breaths. And close the eyes here if you'd like. On the last exhale, slowly remove, shake it out. We're going to repeat on the other side. Taking the strap now in the left hand. I'm turning around so you can see the differences in the sides of the body. Even for me, my differences are crazy. Reaching the right hand behind. Also because I'm still have this shoulder situation happening. But like, that's it, folks. Right? Crazy. It's crazy. But no judgment. It is what it is. I keep working on it. Keep opening, working on the flexibility. Breathe here. Open up the armpits, soften the neck. Treat yourself with kindness. Taking 3 full breaths once you come to your edge. Slowly releasing the strap here, shaking it all out. We're going to come to a standing position. So tuck those toes under, push into the hands to come all the way up. And I want you to leave the gaze down for a moment, slowly lifting the bottom up. And we're going to roll up in the spine, 1 vertebrae at a time until your head is the last to come up. And then we're going to shake out the body. And I want you to notice how you're feeling. So every time that we change our body's physical orientation, I want you to just check in with yourself. Notice what's happening in the mind, the heart, the energy level, the body, just taking notice of everything. All right, you with me? Awesome. Let's take a nice big deep breath in. Inhale, look up at the hands. Exhale, fall forward. The feet are hip distance apart. Toes are pointing in just a little bit. Crown of the head comes all the way down. Take a little bend in the knees. Hang here for a full breath in. Full breath out, reaching further down with the exhale. On the next breath in, taking the palms to the shins, rise up just halfway so your gaze is still down at the ground. Push those hips up and back, and the crown of the head is reaching forward. Stay here. 1 full breath in, full breath out. Soften the knees again and forward fold. And then inhale, coming all the way up. Head is the last to rise. Look up at the hands. Exhale, hands to heart center. Shake out the hands. We're going to take the hands to the small of the back. And just placing your palms at the back of the body like that. We're going to start guiding the shoulders together here. Open the heart, shining the heart here. Relax and breathe, and very gently we're going to start guiding the chest to open up as we come into a tiny back bend here. You can turn the gaze to look up, but don't throw the head all the way back. And just pause here. Elbows are still coming together, opening up that chest. Breathe. Imagine that the sun has just come out for the first time after a long winter, and you're standing outside and allowing that beautiful warm glow of the sun to caress your entire self, right? Inhale deeply. Exhale, slowly come forward, shake it out. We're going to take that nice big deep inhale again, arms overhead, look up at the hands. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Soften the knees, turn the toes to look at each other. Inhale, come halfway up. Rising up so that the spine is nice and straight here, hips reaching back, crown reaching forward, and exhale, forward fold again. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Moving into our first flow, you're going to want to have your blocks nearby. So move them to the top of your mat here, everybody. Inhale, take a nice big deep breath in. And exhale, fold. Knees are slightly bent. Inhale, rise up halfway, gazes down at the mat. And exhale, fold. Hands come down, feet come back. Taking your knees down to the ground, flatten out the tops of the feet. Very nice and strong here. We're going to hug elbows in, lower the body all the way down here. Not all the way to the mat, but just until the elbows are bent and your gaze is up. Now, while you're here, widen through the hand span. Hug elbows in a lot and look down at the top edge of the mat. And stay here for a moment. Here we are in Cobra. Inhale deeply. Exhale, lower all the way down here. Resting the forehead on the hands just for a moment. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Hands go next to the sides of the chest. Push yourself up, sitting back into a child's pose for a full breath in. Full breath out. Come up to tabletop position, and we're going to lift the right toes up. So in this position, you are having your hands directly under the shoulders. The shoulders, wrists, and elbows are all in the same line, and your right leg has your heel moving backwards. So the heel is pushing out, toes are pointing down. Hold your core in. Nice and strong here. Inhale, lower the toes down to hover. Exhale, lift that leg back up. We're going to do this 8 times. Here's 7. Here's 6. Nice and strong. Here's 5. Don't rush it. Here's 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. Last one. Keep that leg up, and now slowly float it to land between the hands. Wiggle the left knee back. You can also use your folded blanket or a pillow to support that left knee. And we're going to hold on to this stretch here. You can use the blocks here to frame your right foot if you'd like. If that feels better for you than coming here, completely up to you. But we're going to hold the stretch for just a few breaths. So every inhale, I want you to imagine the spine lengthening. And with every exhale, the hip flexor is coming down just a little bit. 3 full breaths, just like this. Stay here. Really opening up that hip flexor, moving the blocks out of the way, taking the knee back to where it was. Hands come back down to the mat. Curl toes under. We're going to push the body all the way up here into a downward facing dog. Now your knees can be as bent as you need them to be. Push evenly into the hands, into the feet, looking back at the toes, and trying to push the heels down towards the ground. Breathe here. We're going to bend the knees, look through the hands, and walk those feet towards the hands. Keep the knees bent a lot, and stay here in a forward fold for 3 full breaths. On the next inhale, push the hands into the shins. Rise up halfway here so that your crown is reaching forward, hips back. Really reach through the whole spine. Inhale, exhale, soften the knees, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. rising up one vertebrae at a time. Hands come together to touch, and then bringing them back to the heart center. How are we doing? Great. Shake out those legs. Before we move to the other side, we're going to stay right here in mountain pose. So the feet are hip distance apart, starting always with the feet. Why do we start with the feet? If you said because they are our foundation, you are correct. Our feet are the foundation of our entire body when we're standing on them. If we are standing on our hands in some sort of inversion, or if we're on both hands and feet, then everything becomes the foundation. But right now, we're talking about our feet. I want you to take your awareness, so close your eyes even, take your awareness into the inside arch of the big toe. Feel that inside arch being pulled up here. And now you're going to take the awareness into the pinky toe side edge of the foot. Push evenly into that pinky toe side edge as well. So now you should be feeling this double kind of pull and strength that's happening in the feet from either side. Now push the toe pad in and the heel fully in this foundation of the entire foot. Now imagine that there are magnets between the thighs, and these magnets are of the same pole. Let's say they're both north. So they keep repelling each other, and you keep trying to push them together. So you're going to hug your muscle onto your bone to feel that resistance happening in the thigh. Now, as you do that, take your navel all the way to the back, all the way to the spine. See how that rolls everything into the midline? Zip it all the way up, and now widen through the collarbone. Take the chin nice and neutral, hands down, energized towards the ground. Stay here for a full breath in, full breath out. This is mountain pose. Full breath in, full breath out. One more just like this. So we're not squeezing the bum together, but we're bringing the thighs in towards each other. One breath in and one breath out. Beautiful. Shake it out. Let's take the arms all the way up to the sky now, reaching to grab the right wrist and left hand, lengthen through the whole body. So using those same Tadasana feet, mountain pose feet, push the entire foot into the ground, all four sides. Reach all the way up, inhale, exhale, bringing the right wrist all the way over to the left. So here we're lengthening through the whole side body. We're not collapsing like this. We're lengthening and then coming over, spinning those right ribs all the way up. Keep the hips where they are. Take 3 full breaths here. Slowly come back to center. Shaking it out, we're going to repeat on the other side. Left hand to right hand to left wrist. Lift, lengthen. You want to feel that long line all the way from the wrist down, shooting through to the foot, all the way to the ground. Inhale, reach. Exhale, take it over to the right. 3 full breaths. Right here, spin the ribs. Keep the face soft. Beautiful. Slowly coming back to center. Let's go into our next round. Coming to the top of the mat. Make sure your blocks are nearby. Inhale, reach it all the way up. Exhale, soften the knees, toes turn in just a little bit. Come to forward fold, crown of the head, reaching for the ground. Stay here for full breath in, full breath out. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, coming to halfway up. The palms come to the shins. Push the palms into the shins here, nice and strong. Straightening out the knees. Inhale deeply. Hips go back. Crown comes forward. Lengthen the entire spine. And then exhale, forward fold all the way again. Soften the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift it up. And exhale, fold. Hands come down to the ground, feet go back. Stay here for 2 quick seconds in this high plank position. Just stay here. You got it. You can do it. Now drop those knees down. Flatten out the tops of the feet. Hug elbows in. We're going to lower to cobra. Nice and slow here. Here we go. Beautiful. Stay here in cobra. So we're here with our elbows hugged in, our legs are soft, our torso is lifted. We're looking at the front edge of the mat. We are engaging the triceps here. Yes, you feel those triceps. Inhale deeply. Exhale, lower all the way down. Stay here for a full breath in with the forehead resting on the hands. Full breath out. Soften through the hips. One more full breath in. Full breath out. Hands come next to the chest. Push into the hands. Take it all the way back to come to sit back in child's pose. Full breath in. Full breath out. One more just like this. Coming back up to hands and knees. Now we're going to take the left leg all the way out. So just pause for a moment, looking at the arms, making sure they're where they're supposed to be, pushing that left heel all the way back, all 5 toes pointing down towards the mat, nice and strong and evenly weighted between the 2 hands and the top of the foot. Inhale, lower toes down to hover. Exhale and lift, taking 7 more just like this. Here's 7, 6, push evenly into the hands. Here's 5, strong in the core. Here's 4, here's 3, here's 2, and last one. Take it down, pause, hold it up. Very gently float that left leg through the hands. Wiggle back on the right knee, using the blocks here if you'd like, or coming to just sit up high. It's completely up to you. Just making sure that wherever you are, the spine is straight, the knee and the ankle are in line, and the hip flexor of the right leg is open. Take 3 full breaths here, lengthening through the entire spine. And sinking into the hip flexor. One more full breath in, just like this. Just take note of how different this side is from the other side. Full breath out. Hands come down. You're going to float that left leg to come back and meet the right. Hands come down, curl the toes under. We're going to push up into a downward facing dog. If that's too much for you, you can take child's pose, your call. Turn the big toes just a little bit to look at each other, pedaling out the feet, trying to reach the heels back, widening through the palm, looking back at the toes, and breathe. Taking it easy here. Look forward to the hands, bend the knees a lot, and walk those feet towards the hands. Stay here in a forward fold, soft knees, big toes looking at each other, 3 breaths. Then we're going to slowly roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Hands come up overhead. Head is the last to come up. Look at the hands. Take a tiny baby back bend here. And exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to come to do some balancing poses. Balance is super important, especially as we age. Crucial, in fact. So the only way to get better at balancing is by doing it, just like anything. Truth. So we did our Tadasana, so our mountain pose. So your feet, mind in feet, grounding in the entire foot here. So you want to feel the full foot really grounding into the earth here, okay? Softening in the knees and keep that belly button guided towards the spine. So that when you do that, so just stand without doing that, and then when you do that, see what happens to the whole body. It's kind of crazy. So this is what we're aiming for, okay? Nice and soft here. Now we're going to ground first into the left leg. So be nice and heavy here, and I want you to just lift up the right toes. Doesn't matter how high you're going, just lift up those toes. Find yourself a drishti, a focal point, something that is not moving, so don't look at me. And stay here. Feel how the foundation foot, the left foot, feel how it is keeping you here through its movement, through its waving back and forth. It keeps you here. Now, if you want, try to lift the knee even higher. Breathe. Hug in the core. Everything rolls into the midline. Zip it up. Use your bandhas, your locks, your mula bandha, your pelvic lock, Idyana bandha, your solar plexus lock, everything locking. Hold. Breathe. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower down. Shake it out. See, you don't have to do these crazy acrobatic balancing poses in order to get the benefit of a balance. I'm going to say that again. You do not have to do crazy acrobatic balances in order to get the benefits of balancing. Okay? Do you believe me? That's the truth. Put your right foot down. Really ground in the foundation here. Feel nice and safe and secure. Hug everything in. Suck in that belly button. When you're ready, softly lift the left toes up. Doesn't matter how high you go. Find your drishti. Notice how different this side is. And notice with interest, not judgment. Breathing. If you'd like, you can lift the knee even higher. Feel how that changes in the core. Stay here. Use your breath. Who has stopped breathing? Breathe. Beautiful. Keep going. And holding for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Shake it out. How was that? We're going to do one more on each side. So this balance, instead of bringing our foot forward, we're going to bring our foot back. So it's different. It feels different in the body. The mechanics, the muscles are working differently. So we're going to be aware of all of that. Come into your Tadasana, into your mountain, ground into that left leg. Whenever you're ready, begin by lifting the toes off the ground and bringing the heel towards the buttocks. Still taking the belly button towards the spine. So don't start leaning forward here. Nice and straight. Breathe. Stay here. If you want, you can try to reach behind, grab hold of the top of the foot. Only if you want to. You don't have to. Breathe. Keep nice and straight and tall and holding for 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it. Shake it out. Different. Okay. Get ready. Ground into that right foot all the way. Nice and strong. Take a nice big deep inhale. Exhale. Heel reaches back towards the bum. Keep tall in the torso. Keep those shoulders open. Breathe. Chin neutral. If you want to, grab a hold of that left foot. Stay here. Right leg is strong. You can have a micro bend in that standing knee. That's okay. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. And it's time for our guided meditation. Woo woo! With the singing bowl. Make your way down to the ground, everybody. I know I am in a little bit of a silly mood today. It happens, people. It happens. It's all right. It's all what it is. Just notice. Don't question. Don't judge. Okay. So for this meditation, you can sit, you can lay down, whatever you'd like to do. If you are going to be flowing right into your shavasana from meditation, you might want to be laying down already. Take a swig of water if you need. Put on a warm shirt or socks if you'd like. And we're going to begin. So I want you, as you start getting comfortable here, to start noticing the weight of your body as it's being supported by the ground, settling in to the whole body. I'm going to open the meditation up with 3 sounds of the bowl and then close it. Apparently with 3 sneezes. Okay. And I'll close it with the bowl as well, and then we'll move into our shavasana and then into our moment of thanks. It is now time for you to completely relax. Relaxing the body, relaxing the mind, relaxing the heart, and tuning into your own energy. Allow every part of the body to be soft, to melt in, scanning your body slowly so that you can identify any place of holding and then use your exhale to let it go. Beginning with the feet, the lower legs, the knees, the thighs, hips, abdomen, chest, the whole back. Relax and let go of the holding in your hands, your forearms, upper arms, the entire shoulder, collarbone, throat, mouth, cheeks. eyes, forehead. Everything relaxes. As the body is relaxing and growing even heavier, turn your awareness towards your breath, becoming acutely aware of your breath, sensing the air as it moves in and out through the nose, noticing which nostril the air is coming in, which nostril the air is flowing out. Feel how the air is cool as it comes into the body. Feel how it's warm as it leaves the body. Deepening the breath even more. Allowing the belly to be soft so that the breath is moving through the belly. And when we think about being stuck in our life, stuck in our thoughts, stuck in a place in our emotions, sometimes we don't even know that we're stuck. We're unaware of how stuck we are. Repeating the same patterns over and over and over again, yielding no different results. Patterns with those that we love, patterns with ourselves, patterns with others that we might even not know so well. And when we think about this stuckness, these patterns that we repeat over and over and over again, continuing to be disappointed with the result, we reflect on the breath. The breath holds the power for change, renewal, growth, and release. With every single inhale, our physical body is nourished with oxygen, with this wonderful oxygen that allows every single part of our body to grow, to change, to regenerate. Every exhale releases all that we don't need anymore. It literally floats away. It leaves us effortlessly. So just like every breath round holds this power, so do you hold this power for change, growth, renewal, and release. just like you are the only one who can breathe for you. You are the only one who can change for you. Being aware of your body, being aware of your breath. Come back into this present moment. Make little movements in your fingers and your toes. With eyes closed, slowly roll onto one side in fetal position if you're in a laying down position. And just take note of how you're doing in all aspects of who you are. Take this time to reflect on your practice, on the intention that you set at the beginning of class. And take this time to give thanks to yourself for making this time for yourself. Slowly push up to a seated position with eyes closed and hold your heart under your hands. I want to thank you so much for joining me here today, sharing your energy here with me, allowing me to share my energy with you. May you have peace in your mind and light in your heart. The light that shines inside of me acknowledges and appreciates the light that shines within all of you. Namaste. Thank you so much. I will not see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I will be helping out at a farm, but I will be back on Friday for our yin class. So I will see you then. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye-bye.